Okay, getting loaded back in here again. That, honestly, I think is the first time I've ever had, like, a kernel error where I had everything go frickin' down. Like a hard failure, my computer just shut off and rebooted. Never ran into that before, but friends, good to see you back here. 19 back in. Well, you know what you do? You just roll with the punches, friends. You grab yourself an orange whip and you just keep her going, I guess. Well, you know, what do you do? What else can you do? It happens. Technology. It's a thing. All right. And like everything's like in an awkward state right now. So this will be interesting because like everything's reset. Because everything I changed while I've had my computer running all day is now back to like when I started it for the first time this morning. So all the state is gone. Wow. Here, let me, I guess that time's already passed. What time is it? 21. Okay. Yikes. Man, that was crazy. That was freaking crazy. That we had that. I mean, it was just like all of a sudden, bam! It said kernel error on my screen, and I'm like, oh shit, here we go. All right, now I got to get my chat window all up so I can see what you're all saying. Hopefully we won't have that problem again. Happy Sunday! Son of a gun. Nothing but nice things have been said. Yeah, there you go. Reginald Happy, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Dang. All right, let me get, we're almost there. Now we get this back and set up here. All right. Son of a gun, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen. Holy shnikes. All right. Okay. So let's get this set here. And I'm just going to start on the active. Why does it have me on 3-3? What? Oh, live. Here we go. Because we're taking off a runway 15. And I'm just going to have this thing ready to go. Oh, I want to go this. There we go. 085. All right, we probably won't have the optional leg now. I mean, son of a gun, friends. Stuff happens, as they say, right? All right, and do I have everything? Okay, I want to get my honeycomb. There we go. What video card am I working with? Great question, Brendan. How's it going, Brendan? I am working with a 4070 Ti Super. Where's my other window here? All right. Check, check. Okay, test 1 2 1 2. How's it sound? Does it sound all right? Brendan, Lewis? Wow, same one. Nice. Okay. I think. Let's see. Are my cameras working? Testing 1 2. Shit went upside down there for a minute. Yep, those all look like they're working. Rudder, pedals, okay. And then this. Fun. Damn it. All right. Start flight. Let's hope that doesn't repeat. Man, I wonder, you know, I often wonder, like, when stuff like that happens, it's kind of like, what happened? You know what I mean? You can't help but wonder. All right. Everything looked good. Don't be... Do you hear that? That scared me a little bit. I heard that little hiccup there. No, it's not working. That works. Okay. Interesting. All right, we're gonna roll with the punches. Let's just get this thing in the air. What do you think, CP? All right, 15,500. And I think we are good to go. All right, friends, thanks for waiting for my sorry butt. When flaps 1, are we there yet? Exactly. I don't know. I don't think we are yet, CP. All right, I'm not going outside. Don't need that happy horse crap happening again. All right. Okay. All right, here we go. We're going to do VR later for sure. Going to do VR later. Great question. Okay, let's get this up in the air so we can get going. People want to see things go. Okay, we're going to go right over here. We're going to go 12,000 on the torque. We don't want to go above that or we're going to have problems with our engine. Do the overview. All right, in action. There we go. Why is my aircraft running so slow? Found my way back. Okay, gear coming up. You see the gear light coming on. Pull that back. Found my way back. All right, up, and away we go. All right, now we're gonna turn to the right, pick up that course line. Oh no. What? Oh no. My wing up and down isn't working right now. Like, I got everything set up today, and I think with that kernel error, I lost almost everything that I set up today. Son of a gun. It's all right. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. That's working, which is weird. Why isn't this my right? Huh. Let's do this. Let's see. There we go. Does it down work? Down works. Maybe I never set my 4. Maybe I didn't set that one. All right, we're up in the air, and now we want to bring this. Yeah, it's actually probably pretty good. We want to bring our 22. That's fine. 2200. Steve Mountain says, after the screen crash, I couldn't find the new one. But welcome back, Steve. Well, it took me a little while because I had to wait for my computer to completely boot up. I've got 64 gigs of memory. I got to turn off the memory tester because it tested on boot up every time. So that's partly my fault, Steve, because I didn't get it up right away. That sounded bad. That sounded really, really bad, friends. But we got 34 of you back here. Welcome, everybody. We're going again. Hopefully we don't run into more of those shenanigans. I blame Tashi. How many want to blame Tashi? I blame Tashi. Was Tashi in here earlier? Brendan, was Tashi in here? How about you, Bats? TJ Turner says, here we go. If you please would, smash that like button again, since we lost all of our likes. Son of a gun. Oh, well, that's okay. What do you do? What do you do? Well, you know what? You grin and bear it. You just keep on moving on, friends. You just keep on the beaten path. That's what we do here. That's what we do. At Kansas City over there with D-Flight. We got Evo Eagle Sky up above. Oh, look, we're getting some freezing rain and some ice here, friends. For some reason, my nav light won't come on. Oh, well. I've had worse things to worry about. But again, we're checking out the Sim Panel FlightMate piece of hardware here. This is the dual mag one, and I'm like pointing at it and you can't see it. The Sim Panel, again, because we lost everything I just had talked about with this, I'm going to have to combine the videos, I think, later after we get done with the live stream and put it together and upload it. But anyway, I do like this. But again, I mentioned before, if you have the Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant, I don't know if it's going to be completely worth it to you to get this thing for the price point. This is $200, so it's $199.95 US. And they state it with an introductory rate. And if you type in !SP, there'll be a link there. I actually do like it. It's all plastic. The only metal is the clamps. The hardware actually does work. Does a pretty good job of mounting it. And the magneto switches are plastic, but underneath it's got some pretty heavy-duty metal action, and it is spring-loaded. So, when you do your start, it comes back just like in the real plane, which is kind of nice. But I do like it, but I don't think it's probably worth it for those of you like me that have the Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant, because you already have 7 rocker switches. This has 11. But you do get the custom lighting and everything, so if money's not an object, then, hey, more power to you. We better turn on our cabin heat and defrost here. And let's go ahead and turn on... Do I have my pitot heat on? Yeah, I don't have my pitot heat on. Pitot heat's on now. So as you can see, if I do the overview here, you got the pitot heat. We go back down here. And so you got the pitot, now it's in green. So if you turn it off, it's in blue, saying it's disabled. You turn it on, it goes in green. That's fully customizable, which I do like a lot. I like it a lot. All right, we're climbing up to 15,500 feet. I do. Yep, I got the anti-ice on now. We'll do prop de-ice as well, Maple. Thank you. turn this blower on as well. Oh, I should have my standby alternator on too, so I'll just turn that on, as you can see. There we go. Now we should be fine. We come out of the clouds here. Beautiful. I think I'm like starting to overload my system with so much stuff plugged in. I mean, seriously, I have so many things that are plugged in now. It's like all this bridge software. I got the bridge software for the Honeycomb. Well, here. I've got the bridge software set up for the Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant here. I've got the bridge software set up for the sim panel here. I've got the bridge software set up for the moza here. And then, of course, I've got OBS. I've got Microsoft Flight Simulator. I've got Track IR. All of these things running. I got LR. Oh, shit. I forgot to start LRM, Bats. That probably that was the thing that probably crashed me, Bats. I just started LRM. And CP6, or no, Eagle says, you don't say. So, yeah, probably too many things. Talking at once. Hey, now Bats is like, LRM, look at this, look at these clouds. All right, we're 1,000 feet away from 15.5. Again, thanks everybody for joining back. And I am going to start, let me find my, where's my thingamajigger. But don't you have more plugged in the airlines though? Yeah, actually I do. Actually I do, Eagle, absolutely. I don't know what that was. I mean, it said kernel error, so I might have to look at the logs later and see if I can figure out what actually crashed my computer. But you notice it was when I was on exterior view and I was turning it pretty fast, and then it just like, time out, I'm dying, and my computer died. It's like, F you, Symphonic, we're starting this all over again. I don't care what you think, is what my computer said to me. Let's see here. It's like the sounds and everything overloaded. Yeah, I don't, there's so many things that piece together that it's, it could have been my video card, it could have been the scenery, it could have been anything, really. Could have been my computer being on all day running a bunch of crap and testing stuff. I mean, and it needed a hard boot. A lot of times before I do streams, I'll actually do a cold boot, but I didn't today. Probably should have. All right, let me see. Now I got to start the little poll again. Our last live stream, we actually hit, didn't we hit like, didn't we hit like 70 likes? Yeah, just a strange thing, I guess. I gotta get my smart TV over here hooked up. All right, now we're over speed, and I've got to pull the throttle out a bit. There we go. Back in action. Now we're going to pull the, so this should actually be at about, oops, I took too much out. Should be at about 1,050, I think. It actually has a pretty good checklist, and this should be at, I think it goes down to 2,000 on the RPMs. Let's check. So if we go over here to our checklist and in-flight, takeoff, Enroute, cruise, ignition, auto off, oil door closed. So we actually need to pull that. Ice deflector, pitot heat's on, propeller heat is on. Pull that out a little bit more. Power lever 1050, propeller at 2,000. Still barking at me. I'm still going a little too fast. That's what that little chime is. Oh shit, I should put my oxygen on. Oxygen on. Man, she just does not want to slow down. Let me pull the... Probably help if I put the prop down to 2,000. There we go. That should help. Cabin air and eat, engine performance monitor. Okay. Oh my gosh, look at the clouds. We're still going to run into weather. Ooh, I never turned on my... my radar here. Look at this. OMG. OMG. Look at the weather, friends. She's a storming up there. It's going to get scary in a bit. I don't know if it's going to be as scary as it was earlier today, but it's still going to probably cause some of us to pucker up, Buttercup. You know what I'm saying. Holding 170, Eagle says. Ground speed, I'm going at 200 on the ground speed. And I'm holding at, it's fluctuating between 160 and 170 myself. All right. But you can see the, I love the fact that the, probably put those down there. But anyway, I like how this actually, when I run into turbulence, this shifts back and forth. The force feedback with the moza. It's pretty sweet. All right, let me get back to this. Hey, who's that? And 39 right now watching. Welcome, everybody. We ran into some technical difficulties. My computer completely crashed. It had a kernel error, and we had to reboot. But right now, so far, everything's looking okay. See if that holds, hopefully. But appreciate y'all coming back. Wait, what? Why did that do that? Ah. All right, that's fine. Sorry, I'm just trying to get caught back up here. We get caught back up. Damn it. Dag nabbit. There we go. Okay. You know, the worst is when you have a major glitch like that, and we talked about this during Flight Sim Expo, XP72, Blue Games, and now we were on that panel, and, you know, we talked about the fact of, like, when something goes wrong, and then you just got to kind of roll with the punches, but it's like the worst. You know, you just got to keep going. I mean, either that or just stop. So, anyway, but again, friends, thanks for joining and being here. We are checking out for multiple things for the first time tonight. We checked out the new scenery from Orbx. That was on my previous stream. I'm going to have to combine these together, I guess. But that was on the previous, and then we were also, for the first time, flying the wonderful Black Square, love this plane, the Black Square turbine Bonanza aircraft. This, and when you buy them, it's like $45. You get 3 or 4 different variants. This one happens to be the B36TP Bonanza, or turbine prop, turboprop. We got Kangaroo is down there, TJ Turner, Turn and Burn back there, Bedrock. We got D-Flight flying with me here. Give me a little escort, appreciate that D-Flight. We got Carlos and who's way back there? Willy Wonka. And then, of course, we got ahead of us Wingman, N911, Kansas City, Maple Leaf, Kick. What does that say? Kick. Oh gosh, I'm not gonna pronounce that. Some of you guys. Here we got Rain. We got Precip. It's gonna get serious. This first airport, by the way, is I'll put up the route information down below here for y'all. But this first airport is Benton Field, 085. Benton Field has runway 1634. We'll probably be landing on 34. And this will be just a touch and go. Elevation 723 feet. Runway length 2,420 feet, Maple. And the rest of you. Holy crap, look at that cloud. I think I'm hearing thunder too. Zounds. Yeah, I probably do. Hold on. This is even messed up. Change field. See, that even messed up. There we go. Oh, yeah, thank you. I do need to descend. Like heavy. What is the... Been so distracted with everything here. What's the ceiling? Is anybody landing? Landing is just as bad, Sim. Really? Are we going to be able to do a landing? We might not be able to land. We'll have to see how it looks. Low visibility. Do we need to just skip this one? Bats is landing. This is just a touch and go, so maybe we can just skip this one. Man, this is bad. Look at this weather. Look at over here, this weather radar in the Black Square, which works. Look at this. You can do it, Eagle says. Yeah, right. Sure. We can do it. I'm gonna overfly it. I'm not descending fast enough to make this, I don't think. We can slow her down. All right, and what runway are we landing? What runway? Runway 34? Are we landing 34 or what runway? Turn on the fog light, Steve says. That's right, man. 34, okay. Is there any visibility at all, though? Like, are we actually going to be able to make this work? I mean, this... Look at this. Holy shnikes. And I'm way too high. I'm bringing her down, though. Dropping her like a manhole cover. Yes, it's clear at 4,000. Perfect. That should work, TJ. Thank you. Because we're going to get down to, let's see, the elevation 723, so we need to get down to 1,700. Because we're going to enter a left downwind for a touch and go. So I'll set that at 1,700. 2 to 5 mile visibility, so we got marginal VFR. That's all I need. Well, thank God we got anti-ice. Look at these conditions. Kangaroo, I can see you back there. I see yous. I see yous, Kangaroo. Got a couple screenshots, by the way. Let's zoom on in. Can't see anything! M911, don't die on me. I know it's gonna be like this when we go to land. It's gonna be crazy. It's crazy weather, look at this. Leave it to me to pick a flight. Dagnabbit. Oh gosh, there's bats. Where'd he go? I just saw him. I thought it was bats. Maybe it was somebody else. Wait, below 1,500? What do you mean below 1,500? If the ceiling's below 1,500, then we're not landing. Ever we'd let you. That's fair. That's fair. You shouldn't. That's the answer. But we had to do the highlight of the Orbx scenery. We had to do the highlight, man. I'm so afraid. Actually, I'm not. I'm just being dramatic, as usual. By the way, I cleaned my my little microphone sock here. It was getting quite disgusting. I never had cleaned it since I bought this thing. Clouds have returned closer to the airport. Really? Great. Great, TJ. Thank you for that pie wrap. So I will die? Is that what you're saying, TJ? I've got like 30 people in this plane right now. They're in chat. And you're telling me it's all on me? We'll just do a go-around. Pop filter, yes, CP. Oh, watch this. Look at this, CP. Look at this. Look, Mom, no hands. Thing's got a mind of its own. Johnny Mon loves this song.
They say he's hell on the altimeter. It's stall speed today.
Oh my gosh. Look at this weather. I can see the ground though. That's why you bought 2 pop filters for your mic? Nice. Do a little change out. Smart thinking there, CP. Hey friends, thank you for hitting that, smashing that like button. I appreciate it. And this, look at this weather. Okay, we're gonna level out. Okay, here we go. Oh, did you see that lightning? Right off our left wing. Listen for the thunder. Where's the thunder? Call down and hear that thunder. All right, let's go ahead and get the landing light on. Hey, Grumpy Old Studios, what's up, my brother? From another mother. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. We're checking out, Grumpy, we're checking out the new sim panel, the FlightMate. The FlightMate, my friend. Hey, I can see the pappies. That's helpful. Good to see you, Grumpy. How's it going? How's it hanging? I just saw the house fly by. All right. Enable track IR. Let's go ahead and drop the gear. And again, we got the gear handle on this thing, so we're gonna drop this. You're gonna see the lights. Hey, Grumpy, a member for 28 months? Dude, thank you. What a guy, what a guy. Thank you, Grumpy. He says, screw planes, I'm in a train. Nice.
Screw planes, I'm in a train.
Let's see, we need to get down about 1,200 here. And I don't want to get too far from the airfield because we'll lose sight of it and then we'll be screwed. It's just going to be a touch and go. It's going to be a little wonky. All right, notch of flaps coming in. it is. Oh man, the winds. Very short runway. Holy shit. That's a touch and go, friends. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy, we made it though. It wasn't pretty, but we made it, friends. We made it, Grumpy. Holy shnikes. All right, let's go out and we can keep going here, I think, right? Yeah. Hey, Hazy Lemmings! How's it going, brother? Okay, this next leg, by the way, is 14,500, so let's go ahead and get that set. 14,500! Flaps up. And landing lights can come off, and taxi lights can come off. So again, we got the FlightMate right here, and it is a beaut, Clark. It's a real beaut. Keep on climbing. Hey, Starsky, how's it going? Or is it Starsky? Starsky? Starsky and Hutch? We better climb here. Come on, baby. Come on, climb, 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 climb. What's going on here? Why is this going crazy? We got some great weather going on. Hold on, I gotta remember to fly the plane. So we're like going back here. I got some updrafts, downdrafts, and other drafts. Man. I'll let you know, Bats, once I get my plane stabilized here. I'm not going to even try to look that up right now because I can't see anything. I got to watch my instruments here. Let me get back to you on that. Because we are a hand of flying. And we can't see anything. I'm going to get my heading bugs set. Jeez, my left wing is dropping like I'm getting real downdrafts. Look at this, down to 3,000 feet now, up 12, 2,000. I am definitely in a thunderstorm right now. We are having major updrafts and downdrafts right now, people. Like they tell you in real life, when you're going through a thunderstorm, which we are, you want to try to keep the wings level. And I would actually have to say that Black Square is nailing this. I don't see any ice on the wings. Oh my gosh, look at this. We are definitely going through some major weather here. I'm getting updrafts and downdrafts like nobody's business, CP. Like, look at this. Like my left wing will drop down, and that's, now we're over speeding. And dropping like a frickin'. All right, let's get this thing stabilized here. But like, look at this. Here, you want to see? Look at this thing. This is the force feedback taking over here, and you can see it. Like, just the winds are just not the wind. Well, the winds, the updrafts and downdrafts are going nuts, and all of a sudden you're going to see it dip and turn and that. So 40 OR. Grumpy Studio says, dude, in real life, you would have never gotten into a thunderstorm with a tiny single engine. You would hope not, right? Right? Grumpy? Absolutely, man. You'd hope not, but you know, plenty of people have ran into thunderstorms with like a Cessna 172. At least this one has anti-ice. I'm not seeing ice on it. But yeah, I mean, think about having a 172 there, Grumpy. TJ says, what heading is 40 OR? I don't have it. For me right now, it's a desired track is 338. And I'm actually going to set that now. Now, I wonder if I can switch over to nav or if it's going to start turning on me. See, like right now it has both on. Let's go ahead and set our... Let's go ahead and intercept this and let's see. Because I had to say activate, but yeah, it should have been active. I don't know why. For some reason, my autopilot isn't registering right now. Because this nav light is on, and you should see the nav come off as soon as we intercept that course line, but it's not. So we might have to reset that when we get safe and landed. This 40 OR is actually going to be our first landing challenge for tonight, as long as the weather cooperates, which I can't guarantee it will. We've got runway. We're running into rain again. Runway 1331. Ooh, this is going to be hard. The runway, get this, folks, the runway is only 1,030 feet. 1,030 feet. There might be several of us pulling up daisies, if you know what I mean, when we go to this next runway. Holy shnikes, friends. We got to switch to fuel. Let's do that. There we go. On the right. You sure know how to pick them. I certainly do. I do, TJ. Man, I got a tinkle. .338. 338. Okay, let's go ahead and do heading 338. And look at this. I don't even know. Is it worth going up to 14,000? Are we going to get clear of the weather here if we go up to 14,500? TJ? Friends, are we going to get above? Man. Why is, you know, the one thing is, like, look how faint the beacon is on this thing. You can barely see it. How about the strobes? The strobes you can see all right. Man, I love this plane, though. Definitely worth the price of admission, friends. If you can pick up this plane, I got it on sale. 12 should be clear. Thank God. Thank the maker. Well, let's just do a double check here. All right. METAR. And we're going into 40 OR, friends. 40 OR. And right now, I'm seeing a weather report for 40. Oh, it looks like VFR. Few clouds. Is this the right place? Medela Bison Ranch Airport. You all have? Can you? Anyone else claim this? Daniel Stewart, how are you doing, my friend, my brother, my pal? 10 miles visibility. Thank the maker. We get out of this freaking pea soup right now. 6 knots at 230. 230. So we're going to land on runway 31. That's going to be a crosswind, but concrete 1,030 feet. This will be a fun landing for us to do the first landing challenge. Daniel, how's it going? I'm doing well, except we had my computer crashed. I had a kernel error. The whole thing went down. We lost the stream, but we're back in action. We got 38 of you all watching. Thank you, by the way. Appreciate you all being here. And we're back at it. The tree one? Yeah, the tree one. Holy shnikes. I feel like I can't even leave my chair. Runway 13, I'm pulling rank. I don't think you want 1-3, not based on what I'm seeing here, Bats. Because runway 13, it's got 6 knots, and the crosswind component isn't going to be that bad. But we only have 1,000-foot runway, dude. We need every single knot we can get as a headwind. More like the orange whips are winning. Hey, how's it going? Megan, good to see you, 10. Is that 10? Uncle D, it's me, 1010. Yes, it is. How are you doing? Look at this weather, Tenley. Look at this. Look at this. It's crazy. It's for the birds. It's for the birds, 10. Has houses. Runway, really? Runway 31 or what? Runway 31 has houses? Oh, that just makes it more fun. It just makes it more fun there, Bats. Come on. I better pull out the power here. We're at altitude. Damn, I couldn't even get out of this weather going this high? Gives. Let's go down 1,000 and pull the RPMs out. So we're going to pull those out. Again, friends, for those who just joined us, welcome to the live stream. Happy Sunday night to y'all. We're checking out for the first time. Just sent to us from SimPanel. Their FlightMate. Their dual mag. Hardware, $200, 200 US dollars. I do like it. But if you have the Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant like I have, and you have the autopilot and all that, spend the $280, get this. If you don't have it, before you get this. And quite frankly, if you have this, I don't think you need this. Because this has 7 rocker panels, plus the autopilot, plus all the access for $280, $300. This is $200. It's awesome. But the one thing I didn't mention yet, the landing, although I like that it has a landing gear lever. Oh, we finally got out of the soup. We finally got out of the soup, people. But the one thing is, like this landing gear lever, it's kind of chintzy. I don't like the actuation. You would think it would pop, but it doesn't. It just kind of, I don't know. It doesn't really feel really that great. Everything else feels great. The magnetic switches over here, the magneto switches, I should say. I said magnetic. The magneto switches, they feel good. All these switches feel good, but they're the landing gear lever's like kind of chintzy. I don't really like it. But I mean, I'd rather spend the $280 on the Bravo, to be honest with you. But if you don't have the Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant, this is a pretty decent panel. Although I do like the fact that this is all labeled where the Honeycomb doesn't. So like the rocker switches are all labeled with backlit LEDs, all customizable. You can change the color, like you can see that right now. The pitot heat's enabled. If I disable it, it goes blue. If I enable it, it goes green. You can see that. And you can change that color. I can make it pink, 10. If I wanted to make it pink, isn't that your favorite color? Anyway, I do like it. It's all plastic though. I wish it actually had a metal housing for $200. You know, but it's still good hardware. And I do love the fact that we have, I mean, the box. Check this out, box. Hold on. I love it when they have artwork on the box. Check this out. See, you know, like if you were to go to the store, I love it when, like, I know Wingflex does this, Rosefire does it, and some other vendors do it, but they have the box where you actually have the picture of the device, and then you have the description, and very well packaged when it came. I think that's that professional quality. I really do like that. Green, dark green, but pink is up there. Is that right? Okay, well, we got the green for you, 10, right there. But I do like the packaging they do. Again, it's nice, it's professional, but for $200, and you can get a Honeycomb. So I don't know. Again, I know a lot of you have the Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant, and I can't really recommend this if you have that. But if you don't have the Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant, and you need a rocker switch, you do a lot of GA flying, I think I definitely could recommend this for $200. Honestly, I think the price point should be lower, but that's up to the developers. And I do, again, thank SimPanel for sending it our way. They wanted me to give you my honest opinion on it. So that's why I'm here. I'm like, well, of course I'm going to give the honest opinion, you know? That's what I got. That's a shizzle. How many of you, I'd be interested, how many of you in, let me turn the music down. My goodness, that's loud. How many of you are actually interested in this panel? And if somebody would type in 10 or somebody type in !SP for SimPanel, it'll go right to, they've got a single unit. So they've got a single unit that you can pick up that is the single magneto, and it's a little cheaper, but it's only like $20 cheaper. So, I mean, I'm thinking, everything else is the same. It just has one less magneto switch. I would get the dual for 20 more bucks, to be honest. Thank you, Maple. I'd get the dual magneto switch one because, like, who's only driving? Who's only flying a single prop? Now, you can obviously map it to be both engines at once, but you lose the realism, right, Maple? So who wants that? Maple can't even run this thing, though, because he has an Xbox. Sorry, Maple. You snooze, you lose, brother. Really depends on your setup. Exactly, Test Pilot. I mean, it does. I mean, if you don't have the Honeycomb Bravo, and not everybody has the Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant, and you want rocker switches, and you don't have a landing gear lever, this is fantastic. This is great. I mean, I'd say, yeah, go for it then. If you have a throttle quadrant. If you don't have a throttle quadrant, then, like, okay, first get your throttle quadrant. And I would definitely get the Bravo. Because the Bravo throttle quadrant, you have the autopilot, you have the rocker switches, you have 7 versus the 11. So you got 7 rocker switches that you can program. You got the autopilot panel here, the interchangeable levers, and you can get stuff that's cool like FlightSimMods like we're using tonight, and have the FlightSimMods stuff here. You get the much better landing gear lever, you know, that. 6-axis control, the flaps, the autopilot. And this is like, you can still get this brand new for $280. So if you don't have a good throttle quadrant and you're going, oh, well, I got my joystick that has a little throttle axis on it. Okay, get this. But anyway, but I do honestly, I do like the SimPanel FlightMate. I do like it quite a bit. It does have a solid, I do like the mounting's kind of crude, but it works. I actually would rather have it not look pretty and be solid than be something like just sits on your desk and flips over or moves around when you're trying to, input stuff, like push the frickin' buttons in that and it moves on you. That's no way to work Eagle Sky Evo, right? Starsky says, I just got the Bravo, and that autopilot panel is a real game changer. See what I'm saying? Are you agreeing with me there, Starsky? I think you are, Starsky and Hutch. Absolutely, man. I'm telling you. I don't lie, Starsky. Mr. Alaska 907 says, more interested in the plane. LOL, looks like a good buy. Absolute. This, dude, I'm telling you right now, Mr. Alaska, any Black Square plane is flipping fantastical, my friend. This plane is amazing. The flight characteristics feels great. Everything is like study level. I mean, all of these, I could pop the circuit right now if I wanted to, or the circuit. I could pop the, what are those things called? Fuses. I could pop those out at any time, right? It's great. The Black Square, I almost said Blue Square. Black Square stuff is amazing. 10 says, okay, I have to go to bed, but I love you. I love you too, 10. Have a good night. I'll see you, sweetheart. Everybody give it up to my niece. 10, we'll see you later. A.K.A. Megan Mac. Tell your mom I said hi. Tell her I said hi. Good to see you, 10. Thanks for joining. Did you remember to hit the like button, 10? Huh? Can you hit it twice? No, you can't. Don't hit it twice. It'll take it away. Actually, come to think of it. It's good to see you, 10. Thanks for joining. I was trying to get our good friend Aces in here. JJ Stevens says, Symphonac, the only issue with the Bravo is a lack of backlighting. You cannot see it. Absolutely. And I talked about that earlier, JJ Stevens. You're absolutely right. You're gal dang right there, JJ. Because like JJ pointed out, the nice thing about this is if you're flying at night, all this lights up, friends. All of it lights up. But you know what you do? Just like I do on the real aircraft there, JJ Stevens, I wear this really sexy, cool headlamp on my forehead. You can get them at like Lowe's or Home Depot, but put it to the red light. Anybody know why you do red light rather than regular flashlight, like bright light? Why is that? Somebody tell me in chat, except for CP65, because I know he already knows. But why is it that when pilots are flying, they use red light rather than a white light when they're looking at a chart or they're looking at their panel? Why do they use red light? CP says, wow. Booing them for the otherwise, it's great. Yeah, well, I mean, they fit a hell of a lot, JJ, into this thing, right? You got all this stuff for $280. It's a great buy. You can't deny it. Steve Mountain says, better night vision. Bats hit it. Your eyes adjust quicker to darkness. Absolutely. That is the actual reason. It reduces that blind. You ever have that where you look at a bright light and then even during daytime you can't see anything, but at nighttime it's even worse. When you're flying an aircraft, you definitely are looking. You have a red pen or you have the thing on your head and you're looking at red light because of that spectrum of light. It does not impact the cones and the rods. You all remember the cones and the rods with your eyes automatically adjust. So your rods come out at night. I remember that I'm not going to get into it because my niece might still be here. But essentially the rods and the cones. So you have a lot of rods that are coming out in your eyes. If you have a bright light come up, you're blinded for a period of time until your eyes adjust again. Red light doesn't have that impact. Same reason why, okay, this is going to date me a little bit, friends. Same reason, like when those of you, how many of you, raise your hands in chat, used to develop 35 millimeter photographs? You know, when you did the old water and the solution, you did the 35 millimeter and you did the photography when it was actually flash photography. And so there was a reason when you were developing your photos and that you could use red light and it wouldn't ruin your film. It's the same kind of deal. Only said that because Meg left. There you go, 9/11. There you go. Well, hey, appreciate that. Did that in college, CP says. Yes, sir. Yep, I did too. Did it in high school, did it in college. Gave it the old college try, you know what I'm saying? All right, how far do we have? Oh, man, 5.5 minutes. We better start descending. Holy shnikes. Maple, why didn't you tell me? Maple Leaf, it's your responsibility. All right, we got to get down to 2,800 feet. Now we're doing runway 13. Bats, are you sure? Man, we only have like 1,000-foot runway here. All right, let's make it interesting. Pull that throttle out. Let's drop her down. Let's drop her like a manhole cover, friends. Or 0R. No, you said 13, so we'll do 13. We'll do 1-3. I'm good with that. We'll do 1-3. But if we all die, Bats, I'm blaming you. So just know that right now, brother. Oops, I can't do that yet. Oh shit! I didn't want to change my direction here. 338. I'll change the chorus line to it. Here we go. We'll do this. It's 1-3, right? Is that what you said, Bats? 1-3. All right, 1-3 it is. Man, I really have to tinkle. What am I doing? I'm surprised Johnny Mon hasn't jumped in here yet. The hills are alive with the sound of SimFans. You're all going right now like, what is wrong with this guy? Well, let me start with what's not wrong with me. Okay, that's it. Let me get a screenshot of that because I can see lots of you back there. Wingman, Original Happy, Turn and Burn, Bedrock, and Kangaroo Boy, Elric. We got N911 over there looking all fancy. Kansas City, my good buddy Kansas City. Maple Leaf up there, Evil Eagle Sky, Bats, D-Flight, TJ Turner, Juggernaut. Love the names, friends. Love the names. The real CFF. There you go. Says, let's take you back to your childhood. Exactly. Original Happy says, la, 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 LOL. Yeah. Isn't Johnny working tonight? Probably, CP. I think he is. Yeah, he can't do the Sunday night flights, which is a bummer. But we're going to be doing some American Truck Simulator. We're going to be doing it once a month, friends. So if you don't have American Truck Simulator, get yourself the American Truck Simulator and get on in here with Bats. And we got, Silver Killer and Delt and Pilot Rick and several others. It's going to be a ball. It's going to be an absolute blast. And then I want to do a shout out to SimPanel. They sent us their panel for their American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator. It's got the air brakes and the parking brake and all the switches and levers and levers that you can shake a stick at, JJ. JJ says, Sim, check DM later. I sent you a link for a light that you can see your AP autopilot stuff on the Bravo. Thank you, sir. JJ, I will do that. Thank you, brother. All right, here we go. We are coming in for runway 13. Are we going to be doing entering a right pattern for runway? Yeah, that runway, 13. Down to Chinatown here, friends. Sci-Fi says, huh? I'll need to fire up the ATS again. Haven't loaded that up in a long time. Yeah, like every time I load it up. Well, actually, I have my, what do I have for Fanatec? I have Fanatec gear. And every time I go to load up the Fanatec, this shows you all how often I use American Truck Simulator or how much I play it. I've always got firmware updates. Every time. Autopilot coming off. All right, here we go. Everything up. We got to drop like a manhole cover here. Who said they were here to look at the plane? This plane is amazing, though. Somebody remind me to get fuel, too, when we get in here. Yeah, this plane rocks. Rocks me like a hurricane. Glad my Trek IR battery's still working. I've been having problems with that lately. I think the battery's about to go out. I'll have to do firmware updates again with the new R5 when it gets here. Yeah, there you go. Sci-fi, Real CFF says that's the problem with the turboprop. It drinks like a fish, yeah. Especially if you don't get really high altitude, right? Real CFF. Sci-fi 2142 says time to get the Moza wheel and upgrade from the Fanatec that I have. I know, Sci-fi, right? I reached out to them because, you know, I've got their Moza, this big thing right here. And it's a different program. And I said, hey, is there any chance I could get my hands on some of the Moza gear? Because we checked that out at Sim Gaming Expo in Chicago. I was with Bats and Johnny Mon. And we actually helped set the Moza gear up there because it was just like thrown in, attached, and nothing was mapped in American Truck Simulator. It was actually kind of sad. So I told them, I'm going to do a left traffic pattern. So I told them that Bats and Johnny Mon and myself set up the gear. And I was like, hey, any chance I could get my hands on it? And they said, yeah, but you got to contact these people. And now to come to think of it, I don't know if I ever did. I know, my bad. All right, here we go. Gear coming down. We're going to do the gear right here, right here, gear coming down. So you see it flashes. And that's just more of a timer. It doesn't mean your gear is down or anything. Oh my gosh, look at this thing. Look at this. We are so screwed. At least it's clear. All right, silent cockpit. Look how short that runway is. And Bats wants us to have a tailwind. Yeah, nice call there, Bats. Although if we don't have to go over houses, I suppose that makes sense. Let's see how this goes. I'm blaming you, Bats, if I don't land this right. Yep, I said it. All right, so we want to be at about 2,300 here. Let's go ahead and drop one notch of flaps. Maple did it? Oh, then it's easy. That's a piece of cake. I mean, if Maple can do it, anyone can do it, right, Bats? Of course, we're going to be turning here, so we got to add some power, just like in real life. Anyone want to guess why that is? CP probably could guess. CP, why do we have to add power when we're doing a turn? All right, we're going to go ahead and do another notch of flaps. I just overshot final. That's all right. Test spot says I don't have the runway. Let's side slip it a little bit here. I'm going too fast. Come on, baby, get down. Oh, shit. Nope, we gotta go around. Try that again. Gear coming up. My approach sucked. Let's try that again. That wasn't a landing, though, CP. That was a go-around. You can't give me 0.1 because I didn't actually land. Go-around doesn't count. I get one go-around. Holy crap, who just flew right... Oh, man, look at that. Can always go around, exactly. Right, gear coming back down. All right, what's the elevation of the runway again? It is about 1,800, so you need to get down a little bit. I gotta pee so bad, that doesn't help. It's an RC field. That's good. That's really good. All right, another notch of flaps here. Let's try a little more stable approach, maybe. Ooh, I just got like a little bit of a side wind there. What are those blue lights I just noticed? Come on, baby, get down. Woo! We made it! Oh, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. Holy crap. Oh, CP, 9.5, nice. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I am actually sweating. I am actually sweating, Greg. Sci-fi, like a glove. OMG. I should have taken the flaps out. That would have helped my landing distance. OMG. Maple, he clipped my laugh. I don't even want to move. I just, it's going to be it for the night. Thanks everybody for joining. Oh my. That was stressful. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes, it was, Sci-Fi. Steve Mellon says, close, the end of the runway landing challenge. How did you do that? I don't know, Captain Red Sky. Luck. I had to put in the reversers, obviously. Holy shnikes. Here comes everybody. Here comes Bedrock. Man, that was nuts. I knew this was going to be a challenging runway, though, airport, because the length of this runway. There, Kangaroo's getting her stopped. Nice job, Kangaroo. I think I just peed my pants a little bit. I think I just wet myself a little bit. What do you guys think? Oh my gosh. I cannot believe I made it. Oh, okay. Let's see if I can get this thing turned around. Let's go. That was insane. That was nuts. Friends, that was freaking nuts. I'll go over here with Kangaroo. OMG. Man, what a great plane, though. Am I right? Who's getting this plane after tonight? Eagle Sky, do you have it? Captain Red Sky, I smell poop. Oh my God, I crap my pants. Oh, man, I am sweating. I'm literally sweating, people. I really am. Get the taxi light on. It's on my list. Oh, man, there's TJ. Oh, oh my gosh. Okay, that's enough. I think I need to go, whoop, wait. Brakes. I need to go clean out my drawers, I think I need to. I love this plane. Yeah, Captain Redskin, this plane's awesome. There is not a single Black Square plane I don't like. I love them all. And before I forget, I'm going to put fuel in this thing right now. Oh, my gosh. My heart's like thumping. I cannot believe we stopped. That's definitely got to be a short. Am I right, guys? Does that not need to be a short? Ending right there. Wow. Stressful is right. Let's get some gas in here. I don't even know what to say. Let's go back. Let's get some fuel, flight performance, mass imbalance, fuel, quick fill. Let's go ahead and do like 55. My heart is still thumping. There we go, 55, load aircraft. There we go. That's a short landing. Yeah, I knew this would be a fun runway. I mean, this is a short runway, especially for a turbine, turbocharged. All right, friends. Do we want to get up in the air and continue on, and then take a bio break, or do we want to take a bio break now? What do y'all say? Tell me in chat. I am gonna have to take a break to clean out my drawers, but other than that, good gravy. Bio now, Maple says. CP65 says bio now. You know what? You gave me a 9.5 for that, CP. We'll do it now. Friends, let's take about a 7-minute break. Don't go anywhere. We've got 39 of you. We've been around 40, 47, almost 50. Let's get it up there. If you haven't smashed the like button, if you'd like the stream. Even if you don't. I appreciate it. Friends, we'll be right back in 7 minutes. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Thank you.
morning sun on my neck, sugar bars in my veins, holding steady through the rain. Orange whip when we land, little toast to the clan. Every replay, every ping is the fuel that makes it sing. Oh yeah. Fly with me tonight in this wide sky, running every line that the data writes. If you feel this flood, hit that screen on side, like, share, subscribe, keep this dream alive. Runway lights blink and fade, but this strange plane still gets made. One more step, one more ride. Orange whips, I cruise altitude tonight. Blue desk lamp, maps on the wall, old joystick taped at the jaw, call signs glowing in a midnight thread. Different city, same home instead. You bring the livery, I bring the charts. Some bring questions, some bring hearts. We tune the weather to a broken day, then climb together and it slides away. From my small room to your small room, we line up through the cloud and gloom. Every checklist feels like prayer. Every loading bar says I'm there. We are the wings and the wires, skybound circuit choir. Hand on the throttle, heart on fire. You and me in the great white sim, one big cabin, all of us in. Under your heaven we learn to fly together. Jackson voices, crackling grace, clear to land on an unseen place. You coach my flare when I drop too hard. You laugh it off, say reset the yard. Some bake slides on a vintage plane, some fly cargo, some fly pain. We write our stories on a pixel sky, yet somehow it still makes us cry. From my old chair to your new rig, tiny pilots dreaming big. Every runway feels like home. Every co-op flight, we're not alone. We are the wings and the wires, skybound circuit choir. Hand on the throttle, heart on fire. You and me in the great white sim, one big cabin, all of us in. Under your heaven we learn to fly together. When the frame rate falls and the storm's rolling, you say look up, let the light break in. We tune our hearts like we tune this crowd.
All right, friends. Thanks for sticking around. Appreciate it. Appreciate y'all. And let's go ahead and get this show on the road, as that was just insanity. That, wow. I mean, wow. We can laugh about it now because we're all right, you know. Why does it still say low fuel? And what does this say? Oil door closed, pitot heat. Okay. Yeah, I do have my pitot heat on. Oil door closed. There we go. Okay. But why does it still say low fuel? I just put fuel in here. Huh. Let's check something really fast. Fuel. 14, 12. What does it say in low fuel? Did it not take when I did it last, or what? Load. There we go. Huh. The quick fuel. Apparently the quick fuel doesn't work on this. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sticking around. Back with you. I am Sim Fanatic with my Sim Fan family, and it's good to see you all. Thank you for being here. Appreciate the 35 likes, even though we had a little bit of difficulty technically at the beginning. My computer completely crashed, took a turd. But we are back in action here, and this next flight leg is to V0OR, starting to rain, to R33, and it looks like we just need to go up to 6,500 feet. So we're going to program 6,500 in here, 6,500 on our Bravo, and there we are. And let's go ahead and turn off the parking brake, and let's get ourselves situated. Oh, somebody just landed, or wait, oh, original. What the hell happened to Original Happy? Oh, Original, no, say it's not true. Oh, everybody's taking off. It makes sense to take off this way, though, because of the winds. Yeah, let me go back. That would, wait. Wouldn't it make sense to go this way, though, because this looks downhill? You're all looking like you're going uphill. Is this downhill? This is downhill. Although then you don't have to clear the houses. All right, we can go. Are we taking off a runway 13? All right, we'll take off a runway 13. Good call. Good call. Or 3-1. We'll take off a 3-1. Excuse me. 3-1. Good call. I'll come down here. And did we get our... Let's go ahead and do flaps 1. Cow pasture for me, too. Look at Bats with this big-ass plane. Like, you really think you're going to take off with that? Actually, I think I did see you take off with that, Bats. You cheeky bugger. Bats, do you not have the Black Square? Dude, you've got to get this. You have got to get this plane. And landed twice. Nice. I'm taking off from the road. All right. All right, let's do this. Are we ready? I feel like I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I'm bouncing backwards. Like, hold on. I want to check something really quick, friends. Where is my center of gravity? 32%. It's not great, but all right, here we go. Landing light on. And let's do this. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock to rock. Here we go. Jeez, what happened to frame rates there? All right, we're gonna do the gear up. And flaps can come up. nose down here a little bit. Trim it forward. Why is it still on 40 OR? All right, R33, activate leg. There we go. Jeez, what the flop is going on here? I feel like it's really tail heavy right now. I think it is. All right, we're going up to 6,500 feet. All right, finally don't have all the pea soup and the terrible weather conditions, at least, friends. I forgot. No, we got the altitude. There we go. Let me check something here. We got passengers in the back. No wonder. We got 2 passengers in the back. Oh, holy shit. They ate a lot. That's why we were like so tail heavy. Wait, why did they just come back? All right, let's do this. Tablet. Payload. The passengers must be fat. I think so. There we go. There we go. We just threw them out, CP. We just threw them out of our plane. Rid of the dead weight. Okay, let's just make sure that those did disappear. They didn't. Look, they're still there. What the fudge? They're gone on here. Oh, wait. No, pilot, co-pilot, Pat. Okay. All right, well, I actually were... No, but look. Why does it still show here? Is that gonna stay? Jump out midair, I do. This is, didn't you know, TJ? We're actually, this is a skydiving plane. This is a skydiving run right now. We just dropped them out. We're pretending we just threw them out of the aircraft, got their butts out, and they're doing some skydiving. That's what they're doing. Yeah, that's what we're going with. That's it. That's it. All right, we're gonna put that tablet back down there. But again, love this plane, friends. This plane is so fantastic. Love this plane. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Oh, I'm sorry, I still got the camera on. There we go. We can go ahead and turn the landing light off. So you can see it's enabled right here. So we're going to turn the landing light off. We're going to turn the taxi light off. And then you go back to the blue. You got beacon. So again, we're highlighting the Sim panel Aero Series FlightMate. It's got the 2 magneto switches. This is a dual mag edition for $200 US. It's got the hardware to mount it. You've got all customizable backlit labels here. It's got a landing gear lever, which is kind of chintzy. This feels really, at least they have it. It could be worse. They could not have it, but I'm not a big fan of it. It feels like, of all this whole thing, it's great. The landing gear lever is kind of chintzy. All the rest of it's really good. I'm glad they have it. It's better that they have it than not have it. I'd rather have it than not have it, but it's still, they could have done a better job on that one. All the rest of it I like. I like the fact that, again, I can change the colors, but you got an auxiliary 1, you can map to whatever you want. I chose to map it to the parking brake. Auxiliary 2, I don't even have this mapped, but you can map it to whatever. Maybe you want to map it to your fuel pump or something like that. You got a nav light, you got 11 rocker switches, 2 magneto switches. You got a master switch, alternator switch, avionics switch, pitot heat, taxi, strobe, beacon, landing, nav, auxiliary 1. I got on parking brake, aux 2, and then the gear switch, gear lever. 6,500 is right, Bats. Yes. $200 US. I think it's a little pricey for what you get. Again, it's all plastic. This whole thing's plastic. The only thing that's metal is the mounting hardware, and then the underneath these magneto switches is metal. Very solid. I mean, I don't know if you can hear that, but the switches are like really firm. I love that. I mean, the magneto switches are definitely top-notch quality. These are great. The switches are great. I just wish the housing maybe would be metal for this price point, you know. But it's still, it's a solid piece of hardware for $200. Little pricey, but again, I think the better price point would probably be, in my humble opinion, I don't know what their production cost is, right? But knowing all the other hardware that I have, you guys know I got a lot of hardware. I'd probably put this somewhere in I'd probably say this panel probably a more fair price would probably be around $120 to $150 than the $200 for it. But, you know, they're starting out. They're getting going. I mean, they have the American Truck Simulator, but, I mean, what's another $50? That's like a couple runs to McDonald's these days. Holy crap. What's with the price of frickin' food and fast food anyway? I know. Ridiculous. So... But, again, I want to say thank you to SimPanel for sending this our way, and we are going to be checking out... let me grab that really quick. Be right back. I got to grab you this and show you all the American Truck Simulator. We got time. What do we have? Oh, God, we got 37 minutes. Hold on. Did I not pull this lever? Oh, yeah, that's why. I'm going slow. Here, 1,050. And then 22. I should be going 20 on this. There we go. That's why it's... Okay, there we go. I don't want the overspeed. Getting some of the overspeed. Be right back. Check this out. Okay, I'm sorry. That overspeed warning's like making y'all go deaf. How rude of me. Pull that throttle out. Holy crap. We're going fast. Here, just a minute. There we go. Okay. We're going to be doing some American Truck Simulator. I know that Bats and several of you have been like waiting for this moment. But here, this is also from SimPanel. Look at this thing. Even got the keys. Got the keys. And then you got your trailer brake, your parking brake, You got your switches, your doodads, your thingamarolls, your radios, and the thing even smells good. I know I'm weird. I love the smell of new electronics. I'm sorry, people. I just like the smell of new electronics. Call me weird. It's fine. And this thing comes with a cable that's... This thing doesn't end. This USB cable, look at this thing. It just keeps going and going and going. I mean, the thing's like about 40 feet long. Actually, it's not that long, about 40 feet. Great, TJ. Wonderful. You know, I should have known not to do that, TJ, after I licked. What was the thing I licked? The FCU or whatever from Wind Control? Sick. I'm sick. I'm silly. I'm silly, I tell you. But how about this, TJ? TJ, you do American Truck Simulator? You do that, right? Look at this thing. I didn't even realize you could. How bad is this? I didn't even realize you could put the windows up and down. It's got the buttons to do your your windows, your driver's side and your passenger side windows up and down. All like these are like nice little push button metals, little switches like they have on the Rosefire. Couple auxiliary that you can do. I mean, this thing mounts the same way. It's got two holes here. Uses the same kind of mounting hardware that this thing does. So these two posts here go right through this, and you can use the same ones to clamp on there. But it's got like metal dials, like metal buttons, a lot of metal on this one. This is $300, by the way. You don't have AT. Well, come on, TJ Turner. It's about time you do it, brother. Get yourself American Truck Simulator. You can be one of the guys driving the big rigs there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I usually do my American Truck Simulator voice. You know, I get all redneck and stuff. But and nothing against the rednecks out there, by the way. Okay? All right. But I kind of like put on a little bit of fun, like I always do. Like with anything, I get into character. But this is pretty cool. By the way, Bats, did you notice that I was doing Truckee? I registered a whole route with Truckee, so I got that done. But this is, yeah, we're gonna check this baby out. Shit, I almost forgot to take off my, that was almost a catastrophe. Almost killed myself. And we're not done yet, friends, because we've got some new hardware coming from Wind Control. I heard from my contact at Wind Control, and we got some new hardware coming from them. And if you're wondering, what is it, Sim? Well, I talked about it during the last live stream, so I guess you're just going to have to go there and watch the whole thing for 3.5 hours to know what Wind Control's sending us. Ah! And everybody just left. Eagle Sky says, Lord. Oh, yeah. Look at the sky, the pretty sky. Look at that, Eagle. You got to admit, Eagle, I didn't do too shabby on this route, did I? Once we got out of the frickin' pea soup, boy, was that a stressful amount of time. How is it 35 minutes away still? We're going to call it when we get to this. This is going to be it. I got to eat. It's Sunday night. I haven't even eaten yet. It's going to be 10:30 before. It's going to be 10:35 before we land. Then we're going to have the landing challenges. Boy, I need Eagle Sky to do all these because I apparently suck at figuring out, because we're landing at R33. Although the next one is only about 50. We must have ran into a bunch of headwinds, I'm figuring. Steve Mountain says, Google it. And then CP65 says, while American Truck Simulator would be fun, it's not in the budget currently since I bought the FH6 and the R5 wheel. Oh. Well. Hey, when does, Forza, what is it, Forza 6, Forza 7 coming out? When is that coming out? Maple, you probably know, because you're on Xbox, and it's free. Is it Forza 7? Maybe it's Forza 7. I have no idea. That's the other thing we need to do more of, or any of. More of? That means, that would imply that we actually have done any racing. We got to do some racing. That's a blast, too. Remember we did that with, who did we do? We did that with Brett Plays. Remember that? Forza Horizon 6, yeah, it's coming out. It's next month? I thought it was like Tuesday. Wishful thinking. Oh, it's May 19th. I was thinking it was April 19th for some reason. Okay. Shoot. How many of you would like to do racing on this channel? You know, I used to do iRacing. A lot of you know I used to do iRacing, and that was always fun. I have the Moza wheel. You know, no, I don't. I don't have the Moza wheel. I have the Fanatec wheel. Orange whips are kicking in. I have the Fanatec wheel, and that's a lot of fun. But I used to do iRacing. I was even the Class A. I was one away from the professional series, Maple, if you believe that. Yeah. Yeah, I could race with the big boys and the big girls. But then it's so damn expensive to do iRacing, though, you know? It's like iRacing, you pay, not only do you have to pay the subscription, but then you pay for all the tracks, the cars, and it just keeps going cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. Maple says, what the hell? I do have a lot of things, Eagle Sky. You have that right. You got that right, my brother. I don't need to be on camera, do I? Can I just chill out with all of you? Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight? Y'all don't want to see my ugly mug anyway, right? I mean, you don't want to see me. It's not why you come here. You come here to see the Black Square and the amazing family, the community here. That's why you come, right, Sci-Fi? Sci-Fi says, I used to do iRacing as well. I did a 24-hour race at Daytona with a team and also 12 hours at Sebring. Nice. Very nice. I should check and see if our good friend Ace is down, if he's responded to me yet. I got to figure out what I'm going to eat tonight. He hasn't read my message. Or he doesn't have read receipts turned on. That would be such a Maple move, to not have read receipts on, you know? Maple seems like the kind of guy that would ghost you. Maple, are you the kind of guy that ghosts people? Or maybe Maple's the kind of guy that gets ghosted. I don't know. What do you all think? What do you think, Maples? I kid, Maple. You know I love you better than my luggage. Maple just plainly says no. Eagle Sky says this was like a 130-plus mile route. This one alone, yeah, this is a pretty long one. I see Original Happy back there, Kangaroo. It sure didn't seem like it was this long, though, Eagle Sky, when I was drinking and planning the flight. Of course, that was late into the night. I was up until, what was it, like 1:38, 1:40 in the morning on Friday, or that'd be Saturday morning, I guess, planning this out for us. What a great plane. My goodness. $45, friends. Here, I'm going to put a link in chat. You all need to pick this plane up. I'm telling you. I paid for this myself, too. This was not gifted to me, this plane. This is my honest to God opinion of it. It's from Just Flight. You can pick it up at Just Flight. And I purchased this myself. And it's worth every penny. Bonanza. Bonsai! Here we go. Black Square Bonanza. So it's still on sale! It's still on sale! 36 bones! 36, and by the way, if you have the Black Square Bonanza that I had for 2020, you get another 20% off on it. Holy shnikes, friends. You guys got to pick this up if you haven't already gotten it. Here, I'm going to put a link in chat. Here you go. Go get this. It is absolutely fantastic. It's still on sale, too. $36. Or you can get the combo with the Baron. And, again, if you have I had the analog version of the Bonanza from Black Square for 2020, and I got a 20% discount on top of the sale. Runway 17, thanks, Bats. But I definitely, seriously, love this plane. If there's any GA planes that you ever feel like if you're going to splurge and spend money on, by Black Square. You will not be disappointed. I love their planes. Many of you love their planes. I've never heard a single person say anything bad about Black Square. You're already at 1.7? Are you kidding me? Oh, yeah, you're in the C-17, though, Bats. You cheeky bugger. You cheeky bugger, you. All right, we're going to do 1.7 so we can enter a left downwind for runway 1.7. Hey, Bats, give us a PIREP report, will ya? What's the weather like over there at R33? That's where we're going right now. There you can see it right there and below. That's our route right now, R33. And again, friends, we are checking out for the first time, just released. Right here, for your viewing pleasure, is the Sim Panel Dual Mag Edition FlightMate. And 200 bones, 200 US dollars. If you have the Honeycomb Bravo, I'd probably pass on this one. But if you don't have the Honeycomb Bravo, I'd consider getting this. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. I have clearer skies for judging. Awesome. Good to know. Okay, if I was to ask all of you in chat right now, what is the one thing that you are all looking forward to the most within this year, 2026? What's the one thing either you're looking forward to or you hope gets released? Put it in chat. I want to know your thoughts. What's the one thing you're hoping for? I can tell you what mine is. There are two things, actually, and I said one thing, but I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to say two. But why? Because I'm hosting, and I can do that. CP65 says FH6. That will be awesome. Seeing everyone at FS Expo, that is absolutely a better answer than I had, Bats. North Dakota for ATS, says Eagle Sky. It's a good one. Maple says, I don't know. He forgot the bruh after that, Bats. He forgot the B-R-U-H, bruh. Well, okay, that's a given, though, Bats. Seeing everybody at Flight Sim Expo, that actually is good. You got me there, because I wasn't thinking that, but that is actually true. But what I'm hoping for, there's two things that I'm hoping for that I can't wait. Actually, three. The Airbus A220, says TJ Turner. That's going to be a good one. Illinois for ATS, bruh. Yeah, there you go, Bats. Illinois is going to be awesome. Bats, I was thinking about this earlier today when I was driving in American Truck Simulator. Do you think they'll have the big-ass bridge between... Have you been on that bridge, people? The big bridge between Iowa and Illinois on I-80. There's a huge bridge that goes over the Mississippi. It's pretty cool. They've got to do that bridge, right? They got to render that. Okay, so here's 2 to 3. Okay, I said one thing, and now I'm saying 3. JJ says, I think that the 220 had to be rebuilt after their display at FS weekend last year. What happened? I missed that. Turn and Burn said, went over that a month ago. Beautiful at night. Yes. Yeah, it's pretty cool, man. I agree. It's got to Turn and Burn. It's got to be in the sim, right? I mean, of all the things that they do, if they don't have the huge ass bridge that goes between Iowa and Illinois and I-80 over them. MISSISSIPPI. Say that 50 times fast, Maple. JJ Stevens says, bro, it was a stutter performance mess. Really? I didn't see that. I missed it. They had all kinds of issues, huh? CH53 for the 2024? Yeah, that'll be a good one. Do they have low bridges for trucks to get... God, like the real trucks. That's a good one, Steve. Maybe. When 1.59 beta starts and the end of it will release. There you go. So, okay, one of the things that I am really looking forward to is the Bluebird 757. The Bluebird 7, we're going to highlight that on this stream. Now, we'll see if the developers will come through for us, friends. But when I talked to them at Flight Sim Expo, they said they would come to our live stream, we'd get an early release, and they would be here to answer our questions, and I'll do an interview of them. That is the plan. We'll see if they hold true. And that's my absolute all-time favorite airliner is the 757. And so if I can get Bluebird in here and do a live stream while we're flying it and interview them, that'll kick butt. That'll be awesome, especially with all of you. Eagle Sky says, so the goal is waiting for 1.59 beta. JJ Stevens says, I'm flying our latest release of the FSS E-Jets in the 195. Oh, yes, that's right, 195. Man, what a long way this plane has come. Absolutely enjoyed the flight. Nice. I forgot about that, JJ. That you're with that. Dude, can I get my hands on that? Are you gonna let me get my hands on that? My grubby hands, my oily hands. I'll clean my fingernails, I promise. I'll even clip them. JJ says, some having issues with the WASM. Oh, yeah, the WASM. The WASM. Oh, shit. I do have a beta. I forgot. Oh, my gosh. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding. I am such a dick. I am such an asshole. I forgot about that. I'm sorry, JJ. I forgot you sent that my way, brother. Thank you. OMG. Oh, boy. Bats, you can't take me anywhere. Can't take me anywhere, man. Oh, JJ, thank you, man. I totally forgot about that. Thank you. Gosh, I feel like such. Don't I feel like? How many of you have actually? I watched this movie last night. Remember when? Oh gosh, what's the movie with Jack Nicholson and Tom Cruise? The Marines. Oh my gosh, how am I not? Why am I blanking on this? A Few Good Men. A Few Good Men. I just got it. Remember when Jack Nicholson's talking to Danny, who's played by Tom Cruise? He's like, how's your dad, Danny? And he's like, my father passed away last year. And he's like, well, don't I feel like the effing asshole? That's how I felt right there when JJ Stevens says he already gave me the plane. Okay. Whoopsie. Now you guys are A Few Good Men. Turnibird says, looking forward to the F4 Phantom from Heat Blur and really looking forward to the F-28 Trojan from Ants Airplanes. I'm not even familiar with that. F-28 Trojan, huh? I gotta check that out, Turnibird. See, this is why I like asking you all questions, because you guys, you have so much to give and offer up to the community, and I learned just as much from all of you, actually probably more than you learn from me. And that's why I like to ask these questions. Johnny Mon, one hell of a guy, by the way. Let's welcome Johnny in chat. Says, hello, good people. Hope everyone is well tonight. We are well. Johnny, my computer died. It had a kernel crash at the beginning of the stream. Everything went down. But we are alive and kicking. We got 40 watching right now. People are hitting the like button. Things are good, John. I'm celebrating with an orange whip or two. Yeah, John, it was the first time I've ever had a kernel error where my computer completely crashed during the live stream. I've lost a live stream, as you know, before, but I've never had my computer completely shut down and reboot during a live stream. It was the first. I think I have too much hardware connected, John, because look at this. Well, Eagle said before I've had more stuff connected, but like, here we go. So we got all this stuff, John, and we're highlighting the SimPanel Pro. We want to say a shout out to SimPanel for the FlightMate that we're checking out tonight. We got the moza stuff. We got the TPR pedals. We got it all, man. But it's great to see you, John. Thanks for joining us. How's work going, brother? John, you got to go back and watch my landing at the last airport, man. I mean, I was inches away from the threshold of the runway. I put in the reverser, the beta, and we got her stopped right before going off the end of the runway, man. It was like 1,030 feet runway. It's crazy. Work is going okay? Meh. JJ Stevens says, I have almost the 100 A220 model livers. Nice. Nice. A220 is your baby, huh, JJ? right, we got 18 and a half minutes to disco. And we're going to call it. I need to get my... I mean, the rest of you, if you want to go ahead and continue on, by all means, continue on to KPFC or KFC. Now I'm hungry for chicken. Yes, that's why they are better. Get it right. LOL. There you go. Well, it's so great to be with all of you. Happy Sunday night. And everything, we got to return to the real world tomorrow, work. But plenty of playtime. By the way, I am going to Florida, Clearwater Beach, Florida, on on Friday. So there won't be a stream next weekend. I apologize. I am going there on Friday and coming back Monday. So no stream on Saturday. And so we will be streaming on Wednesday for sure, but no stream this next coming weekend. I apologize, but I'm going to go hang out with some guys that I graduated from college with, and I've been in a rock band with, and I promised Mrs. Symphonic I'd be fun. I read your comment, Sun and Fun, and I said I promised Mrs. Symphonic I'd be fun. I'm always fun, right? No, maybe not. I told her I'd be good. Does that mean I'll be fun? Maybe I'm not fun then. I don't know. Johnny's sad face. Yeah, but think of it this way, John. I'll be raring to go with you good people. You know what I'm saying? After a weekend in the sun and fun, laying on the beach, I'll be like all pumped up, energized, ready to go, John. And the rest of you. Test pilot, you know what I'm saying? Turn and burn. JJ. Bats. Maple. Original Happy. The CP6565 says second biggest air show in the country. When is Sun and Fun, by the way? When is that? If it's actually going on at that same time, is it really? Wait, next weekend? Seriously? Oh, I might have to. Oh my gosh, I might have to beg. Is I'm not renting a vehicle. He's my buddy's picking me up at the airport at Tampa. I'm flying Tampa, so I'm doing a straight flight out from Des Moines to Tampa because Allegiant flies into KPIE. Anyone flown into Pi? But I'd get there at like 10:30 at night on Friday. I'm like, I'm not going to waste a whole entire day. So I'm going to fly there. I'm going to do one way on Southwest. I know that's your airline there, Bats and Johnny. I'm going to fly Southwest out of Des Moines to Tampa. I'm going to connect over near you there, John. I'm going to connect at Midway. And then continue on to Tampa. And I'm going to get there at 10:30 in the morning. I'm going to leave Des Moines at like 5:25 a.m. And then get to Tampa. And then my buddy's going to pick me up. But, man, Sun and Fun is going to be going on? Wow. I'm going to have to check that out. Why are we going into pea soup again? Oh, my gosh. Now my controller's going bonkers here. Look at this. Look at this, friends. Controller just went like crazy. Look at this. It's moving on its own. It's got a mind of its own. Look at this. Here's my hands. I'm not even touching it. Look at it. That's what I love about the Moza. Look, Mom, no hands. Why did I just have a red light? What is that? Low fuel. Okay, let's get switched. There we go. Looks like such a great show. Here we go. Now we're coming out. What a great plane. Again, friends, this plane is on sale on Just Flight right now. $36 is an absolute steal for this plane. I paid for it, and I can't endorse this plane enough. This plane is absolutely fantastic. It's Black Square, and you will not be disappointed. It is such a great plane. It is study level. It has all the systems. The flight model is amazing. I often do side slips to a landing. The thing is immaculate. This thing is awesome. Low visibility. Oh, man. TJ Turner says it's 8:18 in California, and why is the sun still out? Good question. I see 44 in here right now. Thank you, friends. Let's give it up to all of you that are watching right now, friends. Congratulations. Thank you for being here. Actually, I'm saying congratulations to me because you're here for my sorry butt. Love the shape of that wing, TJ. What a great plane. $36 on sale right now. Normally $45. You get 4 variants of this. There's not a single bad thing about this plane. Look at the trim tabs even on that stabilator. And that's your weather radar right there in that dome. In this plane, you can go into icing conditions. Let's check this out. The panels, everything looks amazing. High definition. Like everything works. Like everything you can click on in here. Even all the circuit breakers. Everything. Oh, look at that. I just put the headphones on. I forgot about that. Those are there. Oh, there are your chocks. Right there. Bats blocking the runway? How dare he? How dare he? Test pilot says Lakeland Sun and Fun is 27 miles from Tampa all next week. Thunderbirds on Saturday. I'm going to have to ask my buddy Joe. Joe, I'm going to send him the timestamp right here, and I'm going to say, Joe, wait, here, let me get on camera so I can send this to him. Joe, can we please do Sun and Fun in Florida? Why not? I'll buy beer. I'll buy the drinks, man. Please, Joe, please. We'll see if it works, friends. I don't know. I'm not holding my breath. Symphonic Maple has wins so far. Really? Oh, that's no good. We certainly can't let Maple Leaf win this, right? All right. We don't have to get down that far. The altitude of this runway is 41 feet elevation. So we can go drop down to 1,000 feet. So let's get this down to 1,000 feet. So we're going to go over to our trusty Honeycomb. I love the Honeycomb, by the way. Who doesn't? The Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant, it's a beautiful piece of work. So we're going to go 1,000 feet. Actually, we'll go 1,100. All right. And we got that set. Perfect. And then we're going to have to lose 6,500 feet or 5,500 feet. So at about 6.5, so at about 3 minutes. I'm going to set my sundial. In 3 minutes, we're going to start our descent, friends. I got it right here. My sundial. This is my sundial. That's a Garmin sundial, by the way. Spared no expense. God, it just sounded like the guy from Jurassic Park. Who's the old guy at Jurassic Park? Maple, you know this. I spared no expense. John Hannum, is that right? John Bonham, that's it. Maple, you know who John Bonham is? I bet Maple doesn't know who John Bonham is, Bats. Do you suppose Maple knows who John Bonham is? Is he even here? Is Maple? Oh, yeah, he's still here. Nobody tell Maple who John Bonham is. Let him Google it. My goodness, if Maple doesn't... Of course Maple doesn't know who John Bonham is. I know Bats knows. Maple just said, bruh. You know what that means. I'm not Googling that. Maple, it's not naughty, okay? He's a drummer, Maple. He's a drummer. I know, Steve, right? I know, exactly. Kids these days. I tell you. Can't take him with you, can't take him with you. Why are we back in the pea soup again? Son of a motherless goat. So we got 43 in here right now. Thank you, friends, for joining. Welcome to the SimFanatic channel. It's our pleasure that you're with us in the SimFanatic crew. We've got, let's see, we got Kansas City Wingman up there. We've got, I can't even read their names. TJ Turner. Turn and burn right off my left wing there. We are in the pea soup once again. This has been an interesting flight, by the way. Been very dangerous. Those of you that just joined us, you should go check out the last landing where I barely made it on the runway. Like we were inches away from going off the runway. We made it. Gonna make a short out of that, Maple, and the rest of you. Definitely. Watch for that. So, Bats and the rest of you, when should we get the American Truck Simulator stream in? What do you think? We can't do it this Friday. All right, I got to start descending here. So we're going to go ahead and get things set up for the descent. Everything looks good there, so we're good. Let's go ahead and start our descent. We're going to go vertical speed, and we're going to pull the throttle out a little bit, and we're going to go down at 1,000 feet per minute. There we go. What a great plane. Maple says right now. Maple, I need to eat. I need me dino nuggets, Maple. You know this. Hey! Brian, TPA! Tampa guy is here. I was just talking about Tampa, buddy. Everybody, welcome Brian, TPA, to the live stream. Good to see you, man. Brian, we are highlighting the Sim Panel hardware, some new hardware that was sent our way. They're just releasing it. It is their FlightMate. And I actually like it. It's a little expensive, a little pricey, but if you don't have the Bravo throttle quadrant, I think you could do worse. I like it. I'd get it. I'd buy it for $200. I honestly would. If I didn't have the Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant. Now that I had the Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant, I would not buy it. But if I didn't have the Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant, because, again, it has 7 rockers. This one has 11 rocker switches. If I didn't have the Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant, I would buy this thing. And, of course, what I'm talking about right now, friends, if you just joined us, is this thing right here. You can customize these lights underneath. You can make these different colors. You notice if they're enabled, they're green. I disable it, it's blue. And it's got 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 switches. These mag switches magneto switches are rock solid. I mean, these are rock solid. This is a joke. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't mean to talk bad about it, but My advice to SimPanel is to improve their landing gear. I mean, I'm glad they have it. It's better than not having anything, but like, it's nothing like the landing gear of the Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant or some of the others. It's very chintzy. At least you have it. At least you have it. I don't mean to rip on that. That's like the only bad thing I think of this thing. Everything else is great. But at least they have it. They could have not had it, and that'd be worse. But I do like it. I do like it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Brian TPA says, I have the Velocity 1 flight stick, but I'm going to upgrade soon. Nice, Brian. Well, okay, so, Brian, that brings up a good point. And I was talking about this earlier. And now you're going to make me turn down the music because I got to talk about this. Okay, so I'm even going to turn my camera on for this. What I would suggest to you, Brian, do you have, since you have the Velocity 1, I am going to assume that you don't have the the Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant. Am I correct? So what I would say is if, like I said earlier, if you don't have a throttle quadrant, I would buy this for $280, $300 and hold on this for $200. But if you already have a great throttle quadrant, I would get this. I would definitely pick up the SimPanel FlightMate. But this is only $80 to $100 more, and you get all the controls. You get the better landing gear lever. You get 7 rockers as opposed to 11. They don't backlight, so you miss out on that. This has it. You get the whole auto throttle panel, the flap lever, and the interchangeable stuff that you can do with FlightSimMods. And so it's pretty much a no-brainer. What is going on? I can't see anything. What is going on? Like, I see nothing. I can't see anything. I'm like in soup again. This weather has been terrible. I'm gonna go ahead and stop descending so fast. But yeah, I would say that Brian TPA, I would definitely go with the Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant if you don't have it. If you don't have a throttle, I mean, if you have like on the joystick, you have the little throttle thing. But the Velocity 1, Johnny Mon was here before, and Johnny Mon loves the Velocity 1. It's not bad. It's not bad. I also have something coming over from who are the new ones that are not Honeycomb now? What's the new developers? That's damn it! My mind's just blanking tonight. Meridian. Meridian is actually going to be the guy that does the stuff for Meridian. It's not. Gosh, I can't think of the Nicky. It's not Nicky. It's the guy that he partnered with. Is sending some cool stuff too to me that we're gonna highlight. Look at this. It's like we're scud flying right now over these mountains here. Look how dark it is. Eagle Sky says, but I am live time too. Oh, you are? Brian TPA says, I appreciate it. I'll most definitely look into it. Yeah, check it out. You can't do wrong with, I still swear, I wish that Honeycomb, that Nicky would have just focused on this product. I mean, honest to God, he should have just focused. This thing is still to this day is for the price, most versatile, most feature-rich product you can get right now, still, even today, in the flight sim community. If I was to tell anyone that came to me and be like, Simfanatic, I fly GA, I fly commercial, what is a peripheral I should buy? I would tell you, hands down, right now, if you don't have a throttle or a lever system, this thing is the thing to get because it has the autopilot, it has the rocker switches for the lights, it has the gear lever, it has the trim wheel, and it has the interchangeable access from 1 to 6 axis. It has the flap lever over on the right. You can't see it because it's falling off the screen there. It's got everything. Everything. It's a no-brainer. And for $300, I don't care, $300, $500, oh my God, what's going on? Why am I turning? Oh, I didn't land. Okay. I didn't realize that's already flying over this. Why? I can't see anything, really? I didn't realize the weather was going to be that bad. There is everybody. What runway? Runway 17. Okay. All right. Well, I already had it in, but I got it. It's 10:36 already. Eagle said cheater. Yep, I am cheating. I'm a Froman, Sausage King of Chicago. Yep, I'm cheating. Look at this kangaroo. Oh yeah, I'm definitely disqualified. Here we go. Overview, gear coming down. This weather's been absolute crap, Eagle. Yeah, I don't qualify for this landing challenge. I'll admit it. Here comes the volcano. Man, I just gotta. I mean, I gotta get. Gotta get some food in me. I'm gonna do a steep turn. All right, let's do flaps 1. This is going to be like the worst freaking approach ever in the history of approaches. Can I do it? Here we go. Scrape the treetops. Come on, baby, get down. Flaps up. Brakes on. And that's how we do that, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it did kind of float up like that, I know. What'd I get on LRM? Oh, is my LRM not on? Son of a buck! No, wait, LRM. Negative 90. 90 feet per minute, CP. Thanks, Eagle. Let's see the rest coming in. Bedrock coming in. Yeah, it was weird. Carlos, look at these guys with their freaking Hueys. All right, let's go parking brake. There we go. All right, who's coming in yet? Who's got it right now? Kangaroo and Turn and Burn. Bats. Volcano's coming in. Bats, do you fly anything but the C-17? I love these Huey. Look at this. I love the Huey helicopters. Vinny the Chin. That is so cool. These guys are coming in with the helicopters, the Hueys. That's awesome. That's awesome, guys. Here we got Volcano coming in. Comes Bedrock. Nice Volcano. Got her stopped. We gotta wait for Bedrock to come in. Before we close out. Now, by all means, friends, if you all want to continue on, please do it, but I need my dino nuggets. Right, Maple? But again, while we wait for Bedrock to come in, I appreciate all of you, every single one of you, for joining tonight. Appreciate you, my friends. And I definitely appreciate Moza, Sim Panel, for sending this, FlightSimMods, Oz Flight Simmer, and Orbx, our partners. But most of all, I appreciate each and every one of you, because you could be anywhere. You could be on any stream, and you chose to be here tonight. So thank you, friends. I appreciate it. And Bedrock, we're just... Oh, here he comes. And I'll be doing the call-outs here for who are the top fans for tonight. The top 10 top fans. Once Bedrock lands. Hey, we got a new subscriber. Whoever just subscribed, is it Clinton Anderson? Thank you, Clinton, for your subscription. If you're here, do a shout out in chat and join our Discord server, buddy. We will. This is only the tip of the iceberg, my friend. You are now part of the SimFan family. God be with you. God help you. Hey, that was a nice landing there, Bedrock. Hey, let's everybody welcome our latest addition to our family. It is Clinton Anderson. Just subscribe. Let's give it up to Clinton. Let's give it up. Thank you, Clinton. Thank you for that subscription, brother. Appreciate it. Vinny the Chin. I love these Hueys out here. We had a freeze frame? Oh, God, hopefully not. Not again. Not again. Not again. Ah! You guys are awesome. Again, I definitely dig the Black Square. It's on sale. Pick it up. Sim panel, FlightMate. If you don't have the Honeycomb, it's great. If you have the Honeycomb, leave it up to you, friends. Steve Mallon, thank you for joining tonight. Eagle Sky, Captain Red Sky, Test Pilot. Oh my goodness. The Don Man. What the heck, dude? Dropping in a $10 dono. Don Man, what's up with that, brother? Thank you so much for the $10 dono. Don says. He doesn't say anything. He just drops in $10. Dude, thank you, sir. There, I gotta give you some love. Don, thank you so much for that $10 dono, man. Appreciate it, brother. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, man. $10 dono coming from the Don Man 99. Don, who? The Don Man. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for that $10 dono. Not necessary, but I do appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for that. Everybody give some love to Don. Winner's posted says bats. Let's see who the winners are. Don, thanks again, man. Appreciate it. $10 dono. Not necessary, but very, very much appreciated. In fact, Don here. There's some blue skies, orange drips, and some standard pressure. It says STD, by the way, Don. It's standard pressure. Friends, let's give it up to Don for the $10 dono. Thank you, Don. All right, let's read who the winners are. And the winners, a.k.a. the wieners, right, Bats? The winners are, if I can find it. We got so many channels. There we go. Hey, we got Bedrock winning that first landing challenge. Let's give it up to Bedrock. And winning the second landing challenge. Wait, what? Who? What? Where? Bedrock again and Original Happy. Let's give it up to those guys. Congrats, guys. Thank you, Bats. Let's give it up to Bats right now for doing the landing challenges. Appreciate it. And thank you, Test Pilot, for doing the hello and the high five to the Don Man 99 for dropping the $10 dono, along with you, Steve, and Steve Mallon and Captain Red Sky. Thank you, guys. Got to appreciate our friends that chip in as well. But all of you, I appreciate you. I'll see you on Wednesday. I'm hoping I have the new wind control hardware by then. We'll see. Rigged. Maple says rigged. Maple, you just need to practice more, man. I don't know what to tell you. Friends, thanks so much. I will be doing the call-outs to all of you, the top fans, the top 10 fans tonight. Thank you, friends, for joining me on Sunday night. I know we usually do Saturday night, but it's been an absolute blast. I appreciate all of you. I need to get my dino nuggets in me. Otherwise, I am going to wither away, and I won't be here Wednesday. So I need to get my sustenance. Original Happy says, have a good night. You have a good night as well. All of you, Maple, Original Happy, Bats, Steve Mallon, Captain Red Sky, the Don Man 99, and everyone else that I missed. I'll call you out here in a minute. Friends, thanks. Good night. This has been a blast. It's been fun. I'll see you guys. American Truck Simulator. When are we going to do that? Let's do that next. Let's do it now. No, I'm kidding. See you guys.
joystick taped at the jaw. Call signs glowing in a midnight thread. Different city, same home instead. You bring the livery, I bring the charts. Some bring questions, some bring hearts. We tune the weather to a broken day, then climb together.
Yeah, we'll get the VR maybe next time, friends. Crap happens. I was planning on doing that the last leg, but with the computer crash, we just roll with the flow. Good night, friends. We'll get it next time.
Skybound circuit choir, hand on the throttle, heart on fire. You and me in the great white sim, one big cabin, all of us in. Under your heaven we learn to fly together. Yaks and voices, crackling grays, clear to land on an unseen place. You coach my flare when I drop too hard. You laugh it off, say reset the yard. Some break slides on a vintage plane. Some fly cargo, some fly pain. We write our stories on a pixel sky, yet somehow it still makes us cry. From my old chair to your new rig, tiny pilots dreaming big. Every runway feels like home. Every co-op flight, we're not alone. We are the wings in the wires, skybound circuit choir, hand on the throttle, heart on fire. You and me in the great white sim, one big cabin, all of us in. Under your heaven we learn to fly together. When the frame rate falls and the storm's rolling, you say look up, let the light break in. We tune our hearts like we tune this craft. Grace on final, mercy on the edge. From bush strips to neon bays, from first time flights to 1,000 days, you lift us each time we stall. One big body, many calls. We are the winds in the wires, skybound circuit choir, hand on the throttle, heart on fire. You and me in the great white sim, one big cabin, all of us in. And under your heaven we learn to fly together. You're strong to your higher view. Every flight pulls me back to you. Checklist closed yet the truth remains. One vast kingdom sharing one
All right, friends. So we've got the top 10 fans here, by the way. So let's give it up to them. So coming in at number 10, we've got our good friend JJ Stevens. Let's give it up to JJ. Thank you, GJ. Coming in at number 9, TJ Turner. Good job, TJ. Appreciate it, buddy. And coming in at number 8 is our good friend Maple Leaf. Embarrassing. Thanks, Maple, for joining tonight. And coming in at number 7 is, well, actually, I think, let me see. I think I messed up the math again. I think Maple is actually at number 7. Coming in at number 6 is Eagle Sky. Let's give it up to Eagle Sky. And coming in at number 5 is our good buddy, Beau. And coming in at number 4, our good friend, Steve Mallet. Let's give it up to Steve. Thank you, Steve. Coming in at number 3,
CP65! 65! What's up, brother? It's good to see you, man.
thank you for joining. As always, a lot of regulars in here, man. And coming in at number 10, it's Test Pilot and 911 RG. And coming in at number 1, I think a newcomer, the Don Man 99, dropping in the $10 dono. Let's give it up to Don. Thanks to you all and all the rest of you, even if you didn't make them in the top 10, I do appreciate you just as much. Thank you, friends. I will see you on Wednesday. Have a great week. We'll see you soon.
Whip on the desk, fading sun on my neck, sugar bars in my veins, holding still.